What's up everybody? This is your boy Metahuman Macaluco, and on today's video we're going to be covering my favorite top 10 Dragon Ball Z heroes, as you can see by my shirt. This is from the Resurrection of Frieza movie when it first came out. Now, you guys voted in the poll for Dragon Ball Z, so now that this is out of the way, I'm going to resume another poll soon, both on Facebook and on YouTube, and I use both of those to tally up what everyone wants the most. So, with that being said, let's get into it, starting with number 10, Vegeta. Now, I'm going to get some shit for this, especially from my homeboy Heresy Leader. The reason why Vegeta is so far into the list is because he's very arrogant, prideful, egotistical, and it's kind of mind-blowing that he takes so much pride in being that, and I kind of don't mess with it. But I will say this: he is one of the few Dragon Ball Z characters that has any sort of character development, or very serious character development, I should say, rather. Now, that's not to say that all the Dragon Ball Z characters have little to no character development. It's just more so that Vegeta's given a huge glimpse of it. And, you know, for someone who's written to be a shonen character, he's more written to be like a seinen character. Now, the difference between shonen and seinen is usually anime or manga made for individuals between the ages of 13 and 21. And seinen is made for early 20s up until like late 40s. So it's more of a maturity thing. But nonetheless, he's still a favorite. Let me reiterate, a favorite. Moving on to number 9 is Android 17. Now, Android 17 is pretty based for many reasons, okay? He's steadily, he's scary. We all remember that fight between him and Piccolo when they're punching each other in the stomach. That shit's frightening. But we also have to remember in Super that he has also some serious character development, and he becomes a Galactic Ranger, or not a Galactic Ranger, some sort of game warden. But either way, he ends up being a cool guy. He's super scary, and Super 17 from GT is also terrifying as well. Moving on to number 8. My favorite Dragon Ball Z villain, Perfect Cell. Now, Perfect Cell is very scary in the sense that this guy can quite literally absorb your powers, and he did at some point absorb Android 17 to become semi-Perfect Cell, before he became Perfect Cell, that is. And it was, you know, when you really think about it, the fact that he can regenerate and become, just come back from a single cell, emphasis on him being called Cell, that's some scary stuff to think about. That's like a science fiction horror movie. Number 7 is Tien Shinhan. Now, Tien is actually one of my favorite OG Dragon Ball villains. But Tien Shinhan has always appealed to me in the sense that he's technically not a human. He is a part of another alien tribe, or a race rather. I dig the third eye. There's definitely some heavily spiritual influence behind him in particular. And just like Krillin, he's like one of the few most powerful humans on the planet. So, you know, this guy can go toe-to-toe with, or at least Super version of Tien could probably decimate Dragon Ball Z arc Frieza in terms of power scaling. So, let's not sleep on Tien. Also, let's not forget about the classic moment where he had to stop Semi-Perfect Cell from getting the other droids by shouting Tri-Beam multiple times and almost killing himself in the process. What a real one. Number 6 is the titular hero of the show, Goku. Now, everyone loves Goku, man. I love Goku. Goku's a huge inspiration to every single anime nerd in the existence of this planet, on this realm, and in this universe. Goku embodies everything that we aspire to be. You know, the only downside to Goku is that he doesn't really have any serious character development other than, oh, new form. But that's just my biased opinion. I love Goku regardless. But we are going to go and give number 5 to his son Gohan. Now, Gohan, like Vegeta, has had some very serious character development all throughout the Dragon Ball saga. The only difference is he chose to stop fighting and chose to study instead and become a scholar. Now, some of you are like, "Oh, what a wimp, what a coward, boo!" You know, it takes real strength to walk away from violence. What does he have to prove to you? He's a fictitious anime character. Alright. Number 4 goes to, technically, who is a non-canon character, Pikkon. Pikkon's cool. I like the fact that he went out his way to help Goku and Vegeta fight Janemba during their little tournament that they were having. He kind of reminds me of Piccolo in a sense, and I kind of wish he was a canon character. I wish they brought him back in Super. He seems like a cool guy, and you know, I think the Z Fighters could use another green character in their roster. Number 3. Now, I just said Perfect Cell is in fact my favorite villain, but I have to give number 3 to Super Boo. And this specific version of Boo, for the particular reason that his aesthetic is pleasing, he's very scary. I don't like that Kid Boo is his final form, and this isn't in his final form, because this is a very scary version of Boo to begin with. Boo is just scary in general. The dude can turn you into chocolate, absorb you like Cell. Very sadistic character. You know, scary stuff. Number 2 is Hit from Dragon Ball Super. Now, Hit reminds me a little bit of Agent 47 in the sense that this guy is a hitman, a stealthy assassin. He kind of reminds me of the Flash a little bit with the stealth stuff, and you would think a dude like him would be able to go up against Jiren. Sad stuff, but either way, I still appreciate Hit for who he is as a character. You know, he's not entirely an awful guy. No. Before we get to our number 1 character, my number 1 character, there are some honorable mentions I'd like to mention down. Those honorable mentions include Trunks, Krillin, Captain Ginyu, Bojack, Frieza, Master Roshi, Android 18, Jackie Chun, King Kai, Beerus, and Janemba. Those are the honorable mentions. My number 1 favorite Dragon Ball Z character is none other than Piccolo. Now, why Piccolo, you say? So, remember how I reiterated to Gohan and Vegeta having some serious character development in the entire saga of this anime? Well, Piccolo stands out the most to me, okay, because he was once an overreaching antagonist, or at least a form of him was in the original Dragon Ball anime, okay, and it wasn't until Z where he steps in and has his whole redemption arc, similar to how we see Vegeta's redemption arc. But his is a little more different because Vegeta was a slow burner. Piccolo quickly over time started training Gohan and started looking after him and taught him his ways and all that cool stuff. But anyway, I love Piccolo for who he is. He is a cool character. We gotta give huge respect to Piccolo, and let's not forget some major feats really fast. He was once the strongest during the Cell Saga, and he is now currently the strongest again with this orange form. Anyways, y'all boys, let me wrap up everything from here. This is your boy Metahuman Macaluco. I will be doing another poll depending on the results. You let me know what top 10 characters I will do next. Other than that, we will be streaming some more. We did have to delay Kita Arya 2. That's okay. It gives me a chance to pop out more quality content for you guys. I do apologize, but let me not hold you hostage any further. This is your boy Metahuman out.
Goku here, and today I wanted to talk to you about a new ally from a different universe named Metahuman Macaluco. Metahuman Macaluco, along with his brother Miami Vice Macaluco, protect the state of Florida and their version of Earth from all sorts of evils. When I accidentally stumbled into this universe, he gracefully showed me around and showed me wrecked gaming, pub dubs, and Kirbyacon. I do fear, however, for his safety, as his adversaries include Lucas, Parkland Dad, and Kita Aria.